Going to start game 11, heading into Russia 1 here. Playing Alaska Beach Boy, or Beach Bum, or something like that, right? Beach Boy, Alaska Beach Boy. Not familiar with him, completely new person to me, so at least not that I'm aware of, at least. Stick with my traditional. The big thing here, of course, is just how the dice go. As always, I really prefer neutral dice even over good dice, to be perfectly honest, because it's kind of, I don't know, not as good of a win when you get it just because you just kill somebody on the of a dicing. All right, so let's see. That should do it. I'd like to see 3 to 4 hits on the first round of dice. For the allies, that is. 3 to 4 hits. Oh, good gosh. Oh, wow. Jeez. I don't know that I've ever seen that, actually. But he did get 2 hits back, so positive 7. So +1. And good old Ukraine. Again, I like to see 4 hits, 3 to 4 hits. First round of dice for the allies. Oh my good god. Is that everybody? I don't think I've ever seen. Oh my good graciousness. I mean, at least you get a lot of hits back. So, I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, I think this is I think 3 tanks may be average or 2 tanks is average. So, even though I wiped him out in the first time on both West Russia and Ukraine, it ended up not. It's definitely in my favor a little bit, but not as bad as it could have been with the offensive dice. With that, I'm going to leave my one guy back here, I believe. Go with my 4-1 instead of pulling everybody back. And there we go. Okay, so Germany did some funky stuff here on Germany 1. This game picked up right away when I entered the queue as Axis, I don't know, 40 or whatever I'm at right now-ish. So I thought this was going to be a platinum player, but I mean, I don't know. We'll see what comes of this, but I bought 2 subs, 2 bombers, and 1 infantry. I've not seen a successful Germany that only buys 1 infantry in G1, but you know, I'll admit I haven't played the ranked ladder in quite some time, and other than a game here or there. And I mean, you look at my game history, I had all those. Every time I timed out, I would just quit. So I didn't quit this time. I had my time out, but that game, you know, I felt like I deserved to lose it at the point we were at anyway. So, anyways, I got to be careful because this can also be a trap game. When people do crazy stuff, that's when you can miss something and do something silly. So, you know, sometimes, you know, the oddballs, I mean, that's what can get you. But, you know, I got 2 tanks still surviving down here in Ukraine. I didn't even look to see what he did. What did he attack it with? I mean, he had to attack it, right? 4 infantry, 2 fighters. That's not bad against the AA and 3 fighter, or yeah, AA and 3 tanks I had left there. So he obviously didn't get a very good dice roll. Looks like he kept all his fighters though, so I don't think he lost a fighter in it. Let's see. He tried for C-Zone 11. That didn't work. 15s. He did the 5 and 7. That makes, or C-Zone 7. That makes sense. Took Corellia. Went to Transjordan. I mean, everything else here looks pretty straightforward. I don't know about the tank up in Northwest Europe. I'm not sure what the benefit of that. Well, I guess he's only got 3 fighters is why. So in any case, I mean, my one thought is, hey, I could do a KJF probably pretty decently, and he's never going to get into Moscow. Although, you know, all the subs will be tough, but the bombers helps him. Certainly, it looks like he's trying for a play down here in Africa, which I think I've shown before that even if I lose Africa in KJF early, we can still recover. But if they're going to play for Africa, KGF tends to be a little bit better because US can ship units in there a little bit quicker. And certainly KGF could be good just because of all these expensive units he's bought on. So, you know I want to do a KJF. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my little UK twist and, you know, sub drop and just see how he responds to it, because I'm just kind of curious how somebody eccentric like this is going to respond to my unique build. And it leaves me still the option to go KJF or KGF still, just depending on what happens. And I really don't think I can drop a fleet. Even if I come and wipe these guys out, you know, he's got 3 fighters, 2 subs, and 2 bombers scoping it down. So that's 7 units. You know, if I did a destroyer carrier buy, that's a guaranteed 4, maximum 6 units up there. But decent chance I lose one of them, so 5 units. I know some of you guys out there say, go for it. But I'm going to hold back at least this turn and see what happens. And I'm going to go with my sub, fighter, bomber, infantry buy. He wants to buy expensive units, I can buy expensive units. So here's the thing, because I want to leave KJF on the table, which means I always am looking for a possibility of a India UK2 carrier drop. So I'm going to have 2 fighters. I'm building a 3rd fighter in here. I'd like to have a 4th fighter in range of C-Zone 35 C-Zone, which if I attack here, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4 doesn't make it. 2, 3, 4 doesn't make it. So I'm going to not use one of my fighters. I'm not going to go up after the transport either, because that doesn't help me. But we should still be fairly safe with that attack right there, I think. 2 units, we're just going to send everything. And you guys know I'll let his battleship live this turn. Oh, he's dropping from just dropping my transport on down here too. I've almost got half of mine to just go ahead and drop down here, you know, trade my 13 for his 6. Just because he's light on infantry. Or I could even grab another unit. Make him send 2 infantry into here. But I kind of don't want to really spend my, just sacrifice. I don't like to sacrifice in the UK transport. So I think I'm going to hold off on doing that. I think that's all the attacks. I was debating there for a second, so I want to keep the destroyer alive, but I think the 2 subs are going to wipe him out anyways. You know, whatever ship I leave out there. That cruiser's more likely to get a hit back. Of course, he could... whatever. I'm not going to think this too hard. I mean, the cruiser gets surprise. I mean, they get surprise shots on the cruiser. So if one of them hit, then he's in trouble. But the cruiser's more likely to hit if he misses. So I don't know which one's better off the top of my head, without pulling out the calculator and playing the odds. You know what I just thought of? My usual play may not be too good here. Because he brought these 2 fighters down here and bought 2 bombers. That makes TJ in trouble, doesn't it? That just dawned on me. See, that's what that unique play. I'm used to 1 bomber being down here, and you know the tank blitzing and grabbing, and but this is he's got 2 fighters and he's got 3 more units attacking TJ. I can't stack TJ. Let's see, 1, 2. I could bring 2 Russian fighters down too. I mean, they've only got to kill 1 German. I'm gonna have to think about that. Eek. Because I may need to use a transport to drop some units in here. Drop the AA over there, which leaving the transport here leaves them vulnerable though. And I hate sacrificing the transport. Alright, well, continue on. If I have to ditch that transport, that pretty much means it's a KGF, because... Oh, no. Don't do this. Oh, God. Oh. This is like one of the super bad things to see. Well, I mean, that pretty much takes KJF off the table regardless. We won't have anything that can attack here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so I had to stop and think here for a minute. I do think we are going to bring this guy on back to here. We can stack him. The only threat is his German bombers, really. Yeah, the German bombers, and we can leave some Russians on there because he's got nothing else that can really threaten the Russians. So we got room there. There's no pressure on Russia right now. That's the big thing right now. So we're gonna have to take advantage of that. I was looking at, you know, what if I brought a AA and an infantry over with the transport and then brought 1, 2, 3 fighters over there. But even that he can still kill at a pretty good profit. So what we want to do is have enough units to counter here and potentially into Egypt with this dude. Still gonna make him think at least, even though I think a KJS completely off with this whiff of 61. Well, I know it's off. I want to make him think, make him make decisions here regardless. So where do you want to bring this bomber? 1, 2, 3. Oh shoot, we gotta watch out that he could attack India on G11. Crud, I'm not used to this. Ah, let's see. Infantry fighter bomber. Let's see, he's got infantry artillery. 2, 1, 2, 3. 3 fighters. And 1 battleship that could potentially attack India. Bomber can't reach it. That guy can't reach it. This guy cannot reach it. That guy cannot reach it. I mean, he's going to get India pretty much regardless with him being able to crush from Germany's side. This is a little bit of a puzzle. I just feel like I'm going to goof this up. Something stupid. So we need to leave a couple infantry back, but we need to also leave the AA. That'll give me 3 infantry, an AA, a fighter, a bomber, versus 2 units, 3 fighters, and a battleship. Man, I gotta think again. Alright, yeah. We're not gonna have the bomber down here. We're gonna put the bomber back up in London. Which means I'm gonna need 1 more unit, so that'll give me... Oh no, we're gonna build an infantry and a fighter. The AA, that'll give me 6 ground to his 5 attacking. Alright, I'll be comfortable with that there. We're gonna stall a turn here. We're gonna wait a turn here. Get those set to submerge. Alright. Weird round. Weird Germany. Bad 61. Yeah, we'll wrap it up here and we'll see what he does.